Adam Schefter and Albert Breer are both reporting that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have conversations with Aaron Rodgers starting at noon about a potential merger or union, I should say, and the Pittsburgh Steelers making Aaron Rodgers, the 41-year-old, their starting quarterback in 2025. Now, for those of you who live off of content of the Pittsburgh Steelers, aka myself, there is no crazier scenario than Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf. For those of you who sit on a couch or at a bar or at a buddy's house or watch it on your phone at work every Sunday, locked in, hoping and praying for victories of the black and gold, I will say this. It is by far not the best case scenario for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It is a brutal situation to be in. But Aaron Rodgers with DK Metcalf and probably Darius Slayton, we'll assume Darius Slayton, but we could also toss George Pickens in there and Pat Freiermuth and a running game and Arthur Smith. I mean, crazier things have happened in the NFL than to say this isn't going to work. And I had this pointed out to me last night with the Aaron Rodgers situation because I knew this was coming this morning. I didn't really want to believe it, but I knew it was coming. That Kurt Warner was viewed as a guy who sucked before he went to Arizona. Like it was over. It was done. There was nothing left. And then he took him to a Super Bowl. And it's not likely that Aaron Rodgers pulls that off in Pittsburgh, but there are many in the NFL that believe that he could. And I trust those in the NFL more than I trust myself any day. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it works out in the Steelers' favor. I do like it more than taking a shot on Danny Dimes. I do like it more than taking a shot on Jackson Dart in the first round or Jalen Milroe in the first round. I like it better than Quinn Ewers in the third. I don't mind Aaron Rodgers. I don't love it. I could agree to give it a shot if it's the best case scenario out of all the scenarios, but it sure doesn't sound like Justin Fields is really dead set on coming back to the Pittsburgh Steelers, which at this point just kind of feels like, okay, you have to accept that. And there are questions that come with that. What's the offer? What's really holding them back? There's no chance. I texted you and Jack Markowski. I said, this is what I'm hearing. And what I'm hearing is that maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers leaked the trust thing with Justin Fields. That maybe that might not be as accurate as we believe it is. And I have a hard time believing, like, what is Justin nervous about? What would that even be? What I understand that he got benched for Russell Wilson, but he's not getting benched for Skylar Thompson. That's not there's nobody on the roster to challenge him. The Steelers are not bringing back two veteran quarterbacks. They're bringing back one, and that's Justin Fields. They've made it known throughout the entire offseason they want him to be a starter. Okay, what suddenly changed? Nothing. It's the price tag. It's got to be the price tag. And the Jets and everybody else who have definitely been having conversations with his agent, because there's nobody's like, oh, I want to test the market because, I'm just guessing that my market value is high. No, these things. Everybody knows these things. I would guess that the Jets have been having conversations saying, hey, we're going to pay you pretty well. And that Justin's saying, no, that sounds way better than no money in Pittsburgh. Probably got a little jazzed up with the DK Metcalf trade. But I do look at Aaron Rodgers as doesn't feel good, but it's not the worst